All right, Dan. So I've just set another Ojai cache.
Yes.
You're the one who originated the Ojai. What is Ojai?
Well, in December of 2017, the Thomas Fire burned a lot of acreage here in Ventura and Santa Barbara counties. So when we started replacing caches, we called it Ojai, or out of the ashes, and you tagged on it, you come new caches. So everything that we place is burnt up Thomas Fire caches we're calling Ojai.
Well, what I really hope is that you have some ideas now that if there's a natural disaster in your area, you have a strategy for how to reset that game board. This morning I'm back at the El Ventura Preserve sharing my thoughts on taking advantage of natural disasters to reset the game board as I go check on 13 geocaches that may have been destroyed by the Thomas Fire. Come join me. I'm standing here at the intersection of the Wyman Trail. In December 2017, the Thomas Fire, then the largest fire in California, burned nearly 750,000 acres of land, taking out hundreds of geocaches. This year, there were more fires in California, and there's also been flooding throughout the United States. If you'd like to know what we did in response to this disaster, follow me down this trail. The first geocache I'm looking for is called Little Tree, and it was plastic hanging in a tree. This tree. And to no one's surprise, it's not here. All of that is new growth. So I'm going to set an Ojai geocache. Nature in action. Looks like maybe a scrub jay became somebody's dinner, and judging by the amount of down, perhaps just a fledgling. Not sad, just the way it is. One of the ways we've tried to take advantage of refreshing the game board is to set geocaches at better areas. Here, 2 geocaches are missing, which allows us an opportunity to set a geocache right here at a trail junction. Let's go see if we can find another place to set a better geocache. El Vento Manzanita, hint hanging low? No, it didn't survive. But that does give us an opportunity to explain what we use for criteria on whether something survived or not. And basically, it was, did it have a viable log? Regardless of what happened to the container, might have melted, got a hole in it, we might replace the container. But if it had a viable log, we just kept the same geocache because, well, if it survived the largest fire in California, we weren't about to destroy it. It's a beautiful view looking down into Thatcher School. And I mentioned that in my log when I found this in 2015, and it helped me locate the cache location. This area is not burned. It was under a spore, a suspicious pile of rocks, and there it is. And here's another way that we are refreshing the playing field. This geocache is missing. This area did not burn. So I'm going to ask Third Wheel to go ahead and archive this, and I've set a new cache. It will not be an out of the ashes cache. It will strictly be a new geocache for people to find, since this one hasn't been found in over 2 years. Just up the trail here, I have managed to lose the trail. It just gets thick. I remember it going into a stream and actually following a stream bed. So I'm going to wisely not continue and just backtrack and go back to my car. Of the 13 geocaches I hoped I would look for, I did look for 4. 2 had burned up, 1 was missing, 1 survived. And I've managed to set a couple Ojai caches and 1 brand new one. So a pretty good day. What I really hope is that you have some ideas now that if there's a natural disaster in your area, you have a strategy for how to reset that game board to your advantage and the advantage to everybody around you. Thanks for joining me.